Welcome.
First and goal. Mahomes swings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City! Ready, down! Put.
Hello? You play to win the game. I don't want winners. I want people that want to win.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. It's the Play Call Sheet, and I am Dale. With me today, Metawatt IRS. What's the deal, man?
Metawatt IRS, man. Tax season is upon us, man. And if you don't want yourself paying back taxes, come to Metawatt IRS. You know what I'm saying? We'll help you all out. Get your taxes through together. Make sure if you're claiming anybody, you know what I'm saying, you get that extra bread. Even if it's $1 more, we give you more. Metawatt IRS.
There we go.
How's everybody going? How's everybody doing on this Monday?
Yes. Happy post Super Bowl Monday to everybody out there. Hope you guys enjoyed your Monday.
Like, share, and subscribe, man. Play Call Sheet, STW TV. We on it tonight. As Dale said, man, it's the hangover of the Super Bowl.
Yep.
What a Super Bowl night last night.
Yep, for sure. We're going to get into the game, give a recap and give our thoughts and everything like that. But this officially brings the end to the NFL season, and it's going to kick off the Play Call Sheet off-season edition next week, I guess. So it'll be we got coming up next week, man. So, Coach, how you doing, man?
Mr. Dale, how are you, sir?
All good, man. All good here. And Mr. Late Chili Will, what's going on, man?
Hey, I was on time today, bro. What you mean?
On time. This is definitely on time today.
I'm early, if we're being honest.
We are 3 minutes into the show, sir.
If we're being honest, I'm early.
Bobby, what's the ruling here? Was Will on time or was Will late?
Will or middle people
You
time.
leave it up to Bobby? Oh, I win.
Will pick both his advantages today in the middle of the road. So this is as early as can be, but not as late as you could have been. So I'm gonna give him a benefit of the doubt, man, to shout him out, show him love.
See, this is why I set the bar low from the beginning. This is why. So then when I show up late like this, I mean early. I'm early.
I'll tell you, man. One of these days, I want to meet White Will. One of these days.
Good luck.
You say you want to meet White Will?
Yeah. I like to meet him.
He is unavailable.
We know what the dominant genes are.
Apparently. Especially for judging by time.
Sir, everybody keep sharing your comments, man. You know, King Cake City, or not some King Cake with us shortly. But hey, man, we got the King Cake giveaway contest week 3. Oh,
we got ours. We will have a little try to get a little video in the deal of us trying it for tomorrow's show for the chop up.
Yeah. That'd be good. So we did.
Y'all really did just paint a donut, though, if I'm being honest.
We did get a nice picture in from one of our other winners. This one is in Baton Rouge, and they're in
Baton Rouge.
Yeah, there we go. Baton Rouge. There we go.
My man got his the freshest of the fresh, man.
He got the little circle joint. He got the Simon joint. Like, remember the old Simon game? That's what the one down in that bottom right leg side.
Yep, it's the real deal, folks. And if you didn't know about the King Cake contest, here's some more info for you.
What is going on, people? It's your boy Chill Will. It's Mardi Gras season, y'all. And you know what that means. It's time for King Cake. STWF TV is giving away 2 king cakes per week from Little J's Donut during Mardi Gras. All you have to do is subscribe to STWF TV on YouTube and comment on the STWF TV shows. Comment the most and get put into a drawing. The names are randomly selected every week. That's right. Get a taste of Mardi Gras this year with Little J's King Cake, located in Harahan, Louisiana. Check them out on Facebook at Little J's Donuts or at littlejsdonut.org. We'll be seeing you. You heard?
Yes, you heard us. You heard me?
That's right. And of course, we need to announce our newest winners, the winners from last week. And that is Patrick Dollar and Jesse Murray.
Right as he slides in. It's like we planned it.
There you go. It pays. It pays to actually watch the show and comment. So yes, P Dollar, congratulations on your cake. Get us your info so we can get it to you, sir. And we need video or something back, please.
No, we appreciate you. You only got that cake because you was here. We appreciate you, P Dollar.
Hey, that's how you win. That's how you win. That's right. So let's get into the show, y'all. Yesterday was the Super Bowl. The Eagles are the champions. Now the talk on the internet is: are the Eagles a dynasty?
What?
Is that what we got going on there in Philadelphia?
No. You can't start a dynasty off with a loss.
What you mean you can't start off with a loss?
If they're dynasty, if we're talking about the dynasty, I guess we're talking about Sirianni's little run. They lost their first bowl.
Okay.
That's not how dynasties start. What we talking about?
But you're there in the bowl. Like
Yeah,
what?
so everybody who goes to the
3
Super Bowl,
years?
that's just we're just a dynasty now.
I think it's based off of assumptions and the salary cap and the front office management and the talent on the team. There's a lot of variables in there.
Age.
Okay.
Here's the thing. These teams get picked apart. That's the problem. That's why dynasties are really difficult.
Right.
Right. I feel like I watched the dynasty pretty much my whole adult life. And yeah, it's that your team gets picked apart. It gets more difficult. The Chiefs are going through that right now. Now we'll talk about that on that end. But yeah, I don't know. Dynasty is way too early for that. They have a great team, but it's too early for all that.
Okay.
Because put it this way, yeah, they have a great line and a quarterback who can get the job done, and they have probably the best running back in the NFL. But if AJ keeps being unhappy for some reason or wants more money and bounces, that significantly changes what this offense can do.
You don't think he's happy right now?
I think he should be, but when does that ever stop the receiver from fucking not being happy? Like
He's definitely a malcontent.
So the Bills are the best worst dynasty. I love it. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect.
There you go.
The best worst dynasty, or the worst, or maybe it's the worst best dynasty. If you really think about it.
Man,
it was a good dynasty, but it was the worst of all dynasties because they got 0 rings.
Did they come to play? My goodness, they came to play.
It's funny.
That defensive line.
4. Craziest stat of the night. Jake was talking about it after the game and shit. Not one actual blitz. Not one. They got pressure on them with 4.
They got Spagnola.
Yeah.
All 4.
Yeah, they spag. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. It's nuts. Pressure with 4. That much pressure with 4. Honestly, that much pressure with 4. I don't know if anybody can beat that team when they're playing like that. When they're playing like that,
it's the ultimate, cheat code on defense to be able to just blitz 4. You're defeating 5 or 6. Getting after the quarterback. That's 7. You know what I'm saying?
Would they sack him 5 or 6 times? Like,
oh yeah. Condolences, Ashlyn.
Hey, I respect her showing up today, though.
But yeah, for real. Hey,
she had no choice but to show up, man.
Plenty.
So.
Hey, all I know is we got plenty of members who would not be here right now had they taken that type of ass whipping.
Just cry just cry into your Super Bowl shirt from last year. You know, it'll be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And if that's not enough, crying to the one from the year
One
before.
year before.
One of them will make you feel
don't
better. Okay?
scratch your cornea, wiping your tears away. Is what we're saying.
So I'm looking at the salary cap situation for next year.
Okay.
The Eagles that we talked about, they got about $9 million going into the offseason. Their biggest salary cap hit is Jalen Hurts.
Oh, the anticipation. Where'd he go?
Uh-oh.
He froze,
I
man.
mean, like right there. I
He
guess
just
he's
couldn't-
about to say Jalen Hurts.
My
His
man.
system,
like
couldn't,
the
his
biggest
system couldn't
salary
handle
cap
them giving Philly any love. The Dallas system
Right.
shut him down.
Can you hear me?
Absolutely not.
Yep.
We get
Okay, we
you.
got you back, Coach. The Jalen Hurts, I believe, was the last thing we heard.
Yeah.
You got me back?
Yeah.
What part did you hear?
Jalen Hurts. That's it.
Jalen Hurts is their biggest cap hit for next year at $21.8 million.
Okay.
That Fort dial up. He's stupid. Yeah, that's a fortunate. Yo, now that their GM sacrificing like babies. I don't understand what he's doing. How does he get away with this? I just want to play the Aaron Paul meme. He can't keep getting away with this. Like, we can't let him keep.
So how we figured out the cheat code. What he does is most of their contracts, they're staggered, obviously, and they're backloaded. In between there, they draft really, really well. So as guys are getting towards the end of their contracts, they either extend them to less than a salary cap hit, or like they did with Carson Wentz, they eat it, send them on their way, draft well for the replacement. They don't sit around with these guys and hope that they come around and
they started this. That's the whole crazy. This whole run that they're on right now, they started
Wentz trade
with a cut of Wentz.
Yep.
Like that was their opening move to this whole thing. Was basically like cutting ties with Wentz and having to eat that salary. And when they do that, you're sitting there thinking like, all right, the team's going to get picked apart because they were good and they lost in the bowl. That's how it always goes. They're going to start losing coordinators. They got a whole new head coach. They don't know what the quarterback is that they're going to pay him or not. All this stuff, and then they still build this team after that. Yeah, that GM is going crazy, man. He's nuts. You gotta get that guy raised, right?
See, they cut him in 21. They took the $33.8 million cap hit in 2021.
And at the time, that was the second largest number, I believe, of that sort. Or maybe at the time that was the first. Because then after that, Matt Ryan did it to the Colts. Like they traded him. Either way, ridiculous.
Okay. So with that being said, I mean, of course, you got more work to do. Everything he does, but
they have the foundation, Dale. They have the foundation.
That's the foundation of a dynasty that could begin if everything goes right. We just talked about the salary cap with them in a way they replace somebody with a good draft pick. They're kind of young on the defensive side. They got some old edges over there, but as we just mentioned, those old guys can be replaced. And if you draft well, you can intertwine somebody in. They'll improve next year. Yeah, they could be a start of something coming. They have the intangibles to make it happen. Shout out to the Eagles, man.
They had a dominant defensive tackle that they moved on from and got Jalen Carter. And we all said talent-wise, yes, they definitely replaced him, but he's young. It's going to take him a bit. Well, there it is. It's about a year and a half is what he got. And then he was unguardable. And they got the best line.
Best football team in the league all year long. These guys. Second was the Chiefs. I mean, we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Hey, fellas, I got a thing for you guys. I did watch the game last night.
We knew you would.
Be quiet tonight.
We knew you would.
Well, I mean, I was in a situation where I was with my brother, and my brother's an Eagles fan.
Oh, you had to watch. Yeah, you was
really
proxy.
He doesn't really yak football like that, but he's an Eagles fan, and he was like, "Where my Eagles gonna pull up? My Eagles gonna win." He turned it on. I'm like, "Damn, dog, why'd you do that? I ain't supposed to be watching this shit," but I did watch it. So a lot of intake from it, man. That defense definitely did rock last night. I've never seen Patrick Mahomes get hit that many times consecutively.
That hard too. He was getting lit the fuck up.
They hit him like 3 consecutive plays. They were at the quarterback. Like that.
Fumble. I'm surprised he popped up so fast after that fumble, bro. He got cracked.
He did at the bottom and in the face.
Yeah, he got lit the fuck up. I'll tell you this though. This
6
game
sacks last night on Mahomes.
That game settled my draft wish list though. I'll tell you that right now. Abdul Carter, please. Let's build the defensive line. That seems more fun.
Yeah. It seems like when they play against a team that's just ready on both sides, the Eagles were, is where you can really give Kansas City problems. And that's what happened last night. Man. Shout out to you, man, for coming on tonight.
Looking the Eagles, they've got Josh Sweat and Brandon Graham are both free agents coming up.
Yeah, Brandon Graham probably.
Zach Vaughn.
He's 90.
Zach Vaughn is a free agent. Yes.
He made himself millions of dollars, like millions upon millions of dollars.
Definitely.
Becton, Maddox, Milton Williams, Orion Burks, Kenneth Gainwell, Fred Johnson, Jake Driscoll, Nick Gates. So, but for the most part, they don't have a lot of decisions they have to make. They can afford to move some stuff around. And I looked at Brown's contract. He signed for like the next 6 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't get heavy into the backside of it. So they're like, AJ, yeah.
Yeah, but he's more likely to just go nuts and get himself traded than anything else. But you're right. Like, yeah, he's locked up.
What about Myles Garrett?
Extending these guys up.
If they get Myles Garrett, I'm not watching football next year.
Yeah, and I got a feeling he's going to end up there or Washington.
I'm not watching. I refuse.
Man,
I think the Chiefs are going to take a long, hard look at that.
But look, not only did the Chiefs, really shut down Mahomes for the most part, but like that running game was non-existent. Like they barely tried to run the ball.
Because that line was trash.
But they also blinked and were down by 14, and a white man cornerback had scored. That's like there's a telltale sign there. I'm just saying. If before you get like your second like real drive, a white man corner has scored, and you're down 14. That's shell shock, bro. Like that's hitting Normandy Beach. They got fucking ran over. It's wild, bro. That's
my house crazy. Was loud about the Cooper DeJean touchdown. You know that.
The exciting whites.
It was pandemonium in this house.
He might have just sealed his deal with any mustard company that sells Dijon mustard. He has to. There's no way you don't go flip up on that man.
He's getting mustard deal. He's getting white man can't jump the third movie. He like, yo, bro. It's what I was saying though. It's all downhill from here because how can as a white cornerback. A rookie white cornerback, a pick 6 in the bowl that basically, if you want to be honest, kind of sealed the game in the first quarter. Yeah, get the crayons.
Nah, he definitely iced the game. He definitely iced the game.
He'll never have a bigger play than that in his life. Forever.
Malcolm Butler's?
But bigger because it's like, I don't know. Yeah, not bigger. Close, though. Jesus. On his birthday, too. Yeah, it was nuts.
On his birthday. Shout out to Saquon Barkley and Dijon that had birthdays yesterday. One of them had to score. We thought it would be Saquon, and Saquon really didn't have to. He didn't have to really put up no crazy work because that Chiefs front line, they were playing for. They played for him. We knew they had a plan for Saquon. They didn't have a plan for anybody else.
They had like 22 eyes on him at all times. Yeah, there was Nothing. They
I
won't let
was
that
all for the WP, baby.
happen. Oh boy,
WP.
y'all be listening, watching too much Elon, man. Too much Elon.
Yeah, man. But hey, look, the running game didn't go too crazy for the Eagles too, except for Jalen Hurts, who put up 72 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Barkley got 57 on 25 carries, so he also put in another 6 catches, 40 yards.
And it's one of those things that goes under the radar because you just read the stat. 72 yards for Hurts. Almost all of them 3rd down, 10-yard runs for first downs. Like just back-breaking plays, man. He crushed them. Yeah. Shout out to Hurts, by the way.
But that is when you start looking at the offense, being like, man, you can't stop this stuff. You know, like when in like manageable distances and all that stuff, and you can just run.
Remember, my man took a nice little vacation. You know, he was concussed. You know what I'm saying? He had one of those games. He came back. It was kind of like, damn, this is Jalen Hurts still. And then Jalen Hurts, put this on a shirt. This is what y'all wanted to see. Hold on. Is this what y'all wanted to see? Because he did his due diligence this season with everything that was going on, from the coach being talked about to the AJ and him riff. You know what I'm saying, in regards to his QB play. When he got interviewed last night, I forgot the name of the player, but the player was like, tell him, man, tell him stop playing around with you, dog. Like, you that dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop being so nice, basically, to the people, man. Like, hey, but Jalen, man, he's going to do what he do, man. He's going to be quiet, silent, and just go out there and let the work do itself, man. There's going to be days where it's not a good day in the office for you. But like he mentioned, man, you have the team around you, man, that continue to build you up. You know, even if you got to take a couple shots from A.J. Brown. Hey, to get you rolling, to get you moving, because they know that you got to play great for them to win it all. They won it all, man. I as a Cowboys fan, it's crazy for me to say, man, but Jalen, never had a negative word for you ever, you know, but QBs like this winning this era, man, and I'm happy that you was able to take advantage. You know?
To answer Anthony's question, no. Y'all got to cut this out, man. We don't got to do this every time somebody wins the Super Bowl.
All right.
Yeah, he had a great game last night, but you got to look at he did what he's supposed to do. They stopped Saquon and dared him to throw. He delivered last night, but top 5? Nah, I ain't ready there. Ain't ready. Remember, you got to keep in mind.
Trent Dilfer got a ring.
That team was loaded. Nah.
This wasn't a Trent Dilfer performance, man.
A little better.
He didn't horse feed. Early, I thought he was gonna stop the horse feed and kept throwing the ball to AJ. I'm like, don't horse feed. Go into the progressions, you know, and just remain to trust the course. And he started to do that. You know what I'm saying? The first look wasn't there, second look wasn't there, but the third one there, he's getting it there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, he had a lot of time in the pocket and such, but he definitely that ball to Devontae Smith, man, was pretty dope.
On the money.
Sideline to sideline. You know what I'm saying? Even in the middle.
He can throw it down the field, that's for sure. He can throw it down the middle.
Gunslinger.
The good slinger.
Oh, man,
that's right, coach.
Top 5 though.
Really not though.
Not gonna put him in that top 5 echelon, man. But
no,
6 through 10 could be his ceiling. Could call his name 6 through 10. I don't know where you put him at, but 6 through 10. Let's see what happens next year to open up. If he can improve his game, you know, there's some improvements that he can make, and we'll go from there. But yeah,
6 through 10 with a Pro Bowl team.
What about this though? Is he going to be happy with the 20 to 30 million per year so they can keep talent around him? Or will he?
Yeah, find out how smart he is, real quick.
He lives in a rental property where he pays $2,000 a month.
Oh,
he's chilling.
He's not worried about. He's chilling. He ain't worried about money right now. And we gotta think the cap hit is low because the signing bonus is out. Huh?
He should probably buy the building. You know,
He could.
I don't feel sad for it. I don't feel sad about the individuals who won it. We feel sad about the team that won. Shout out to Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn for their successes this season. Shout out to them. You know, as a former Cowboy in the camp, as their former Cowboys, you know, I salute them. So shout out to them. Never sad for them guys. Always want to see my guys who are former Cowboys prosper.
And to piggyback on too, if we're a Cowboy fan, this is what we expected. They go other places and they have success. So we already know what's up.
Right, exactly. There's nothing new in this story.
Kellen showed this year he can run the ball, man.
Yeah.
He had no problem calling runs this year.
Yeah, props to him. So yeah, not only were the Chiefs looking sad, we had other people looking sad too. And you know, we caught this on the internet here. You know, the lights.
They're not like us.
You know,
Offense taken.
Not a good day for the lights. You know,
Offense
taken.
I took one on the chin last night. Well, sorry.
Took one on the chin, man. And it's crazy that even when you win Super Bowls and such like that, you can be down in a situation like this. This is how important the Super Bowl is to people. Patrick you can easily as a pro go home and be like, well, I got 3 of those already. But you know, the heart of a champion was in him last night, even in a loss. You know, he continued to play. I thought Carson Wentz was gonna get some tick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought hey, damn, he wanted to play so bad in every minute that damn, you wouldn't let Carson Wentz get a little tick. Come on, man. But that Chiefs team was just met by a much better team, and we all said the team on paper, the Eagles were a better team on paper. Now you have to go play the football game, but they proved what the paper proved, man, that they was the better team. Patrick, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You have nothing to be ashamed of. The GOAT. The GOAT situation, I thought this would move you into a better light in terms of you and Brady. This will never be you and Brady ever again. I'm sorry for saying that. Brady's in the ladder all by himself, and for not the reasons that people were saying last night, but in all, man, hey, you had a chance and the light set quick, man. You still maybe you make a couple more Super Bowls.
Literally nothing changed.
One of the best QBs in the game, but I don't think that you'll get to the echelon. Wow. Maybe one more.
We plan on talking about the halftime show tomorrow during the chop up, so that way we can get everybody's opinion, the ladies and the guys, you know, more, you know, rounded discussion here. So that's my thought on that.
Well, since Ant's giving his Ant, you want to give your opinion on 1 through? Oh, you said 7. I needed more. Yeah. Everybody needed more. Sometimes more is better.
Anybody?
Sometimes more is not better.
And we do it for tomorrow?
Yes, we're gonna do it.
Just give a number, bro.
7 or 8, roughly.
Okay. Cool.
I'm giving a number between 0 and 9.
All right.
Tune in tomorrow to find out.
I think we're more intrigued on that fucking scale, but okay.
All right. Well, look, the only thing about this week wasn't just the actual Super Bowl game itself, but we had Jameis out here representing for the city.
America. Representing America.
I'm telling you, America fell in love with
He's
Jameis.
an institution, man.
Yes.
I'm almost mad that football got in the way of whatever other career he could easily have and be the best at on television.
Yep.
Just put a camera in front of this guy.
We love it. Jameis, I hope this equates into some more dollars for you, bro. You are definitely one of those guys that deserve your own show, man. I'm telling you.
Nah, he definitely did. MVP of the weekend, man. MVP of the week. Shout out to him, man. He was any and everywhere in New Orleans. Doing any and whatever. He actually remixed "I Believe I Could Fly," which is really bold considering, you know, the hype that R. Kelly has in his world. He did it on a bicycle, and it was pretty funny and dope, man. Jameis, I hope the Giants don't sign you next year. But you need a job.
Come be a backup in New England. We would love him.
It was fire. It was fire to see, man. It was fire to see this man here. Throughout the balances in his career, man, just be happy, man.
Yeah.
Be happy. Some people ask that first, is he really happy? Is this a facade? Is this it? Well, hey, man, he keeps it going, man. Jameis keeps going, man.
Yep. Cutting up.
Community service for all the crab legs he stole.
You get caught because of the other guy. He's like, don't tell P Dollar. I'll delete all the evidence.
Take that.
Y'all are fools.
James.
Yeah, but shout out to James, man. He's the best. He's just the realest, like himself. I love how much he has no problem just being himself.
Just being himself. That's it. Yep.
Genuine guy, man.
Yeah.
All right. So moving away from the Super Bowl, let's get into some other NFL news here. Aaron Rodgers. The Jets have told him that they are moving on. So I'd like to know, do you guys think his legacy as a Hall of Famer has been tarnished by his time in New York?
No. Brett Favre's
what's next for the Jets?
Nah, he goes to the Vikings. He's doing the Brett Favre experience.
School.
And I think
that steal money from California.
That team's imagine if Devontae Adams goes with him and he's throwing to Devontae Adams, Jefferson, and Adelson. Like, that's Hawkinson out there. If they re-sign Jones, which is basically one of his best friends, yeah. Just do the thing. It's great for storylines, great for football, and you'll actually probably play better there than anywhere else you're going to go, because clearly you're an idiot. You chose the Jets.
My man was trying to. Hey, we talk about him going Brett Favre. He thought he was going Tom Brady, going to the worst team, and he thought they had a better – and to be real, when he joined the Jets before the injury and all that, we looked at, like I said, the paper and the game are two different things. But the paper said that this team could be good. And Aaron was, at this time, a missing piece. But, yeah, man, the legacy will never tarnish. But the run in New York was blah. It didn't go as well as you would have planned it. I'm him, honestly. We tired, bro. We tired. We tired. Your success, you go to Minnesota. Okay, you go to Minnesota where everybody's going to predict that you're going because, it's a script of the story, the Green Bay Packer quarterback. Jordan Love, you're next. Don't worry about it. No.
Future New York Jet. Jordan Love.
You can no longer stand in the shadow of Brett, man. You left that shadow a long time ago. Do not go to Minnesota, man. Minnesota, do not make this deal, Minnesota.
Why not?
Do not do it.
Great for football. Why not do it?
Because the last time you did it, the Saints ended up being great again, and then they created the bounty hitters.
Yeah, they cheated. We get it. But
and your career, if you get hit by one of those Saint bounty hunters, it's over for you, bro. It's over for you. But nah, no.
He'll just retire and do ayahuasca. He'll be fine.
I got the odds of where he might end up at as of yesterday.
Okay.
The top 5 destinations, a tie between Seattle and Cleveland, 10-1 odds. The Raiders, 7-1 odds. The Saints, 5-1 odds. The 49ers, 3-1 odds. And the favorite, Pittsburgh, 1-1.
I honestly could see Pittsburgh, but I think the Raiders is where he's going to end up being.
Brady going to get him?
Yep.
I feel like Brady would know better than to bring this guy in, considering how they have no one there. They're going to go get back. They're going to get Devontae Adams back. You think we're going to get the band back together? I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to trade to Devontae Adams again.
It didn't work in New York. They tried again in Vegas.
I keep it
Aaron
real.
Rodgers, biggest disaster in New York history.
I ain't gonna hold.
You don't have to worry about it. We don't have the money.
I ain't gonna hold you. He would be a good replacement if the Seahawks ain't gonna do what he do with Geno no more. If he did not retire, the Seahawks look like a good little name. I mean, unless you can find somebody else on the free agent market, if you're the Seahawks that's better than him, you're not draft. They're in the middle of the draft. So
how much of an upgrade is that over Geno?
Huh?
How much of an upgrade is that over Geno?
A fucking heavy upgrade. My man can throw for 200. Easy. Hold on. Hey, listen here. It's an upgrade over Geno. You know what I'm saying? It's an upgrade. Like, look at here. And I mean, to Will to be on his side too. You don't want to fuck up those lugger receivers because those receivers right there, you know what I'm saying? You got Metcalf, and you got Jigma, and you still got some old vets over there. But that's a good situation there. That's as good as it's going to get for him. Right there. I think Seattle would be the call. Or if you want to go to Las Vegas and gamble your money, you know, take shrooms, you know, smoke marijuana, you know, you go to Las Vegas. I don't think you go to Minnesota. Hold on, Aaron. I think Aaron would in his mind would say, I'm gonna go against the grain on joining a division foe. I played in this division. I'm not gonna play for another team in that division. I think he has the brain for that at least. I think he will stay away from Minnesota.
What about this?
I think he's petty.
Rams release Stafford and pick him up for cheap.
I don't think his ego is going to allow him to go for cheap.
Good point.
I wonder.
Good point. That's not happening. Sorry.
Yeah.
He ain't going nowhere for cheap. You're right.
Hey, Rodgers like Uncle Rico at this point. Just need to take his L and chill. Come on, man. Rico had that gunslinger right there. You heard?
Hell no. You gonna give me $17 million to come out here and be a bum? Sign me up.
Yeah, I heard somebody said something about Stafford. Interesting today that the Giants made a move for a quarterback coach who is the brother-in-law of Stafford. So if anybody is thinking of the Rams to drop Stafford, maybe the Giants are an option for Matthew Stafford. Just keep that in your back.
I know he's looking for an extension, right?
Or the Rams. I'm talking about moving on.
If they cut him, he's a $49.6 million cap hit this year.
Back and forth with his neck.
Which is probably why he's looking to try to get an extension, because they can spread that money out a little bit.
Bobby, why do you think Carr's leaving? Bobby, stop listening to the internet. Stop listening to him.
You're not buying that?
Stop listening. Stop listening. Telling you.
The ball is in Kellen Moore's court.
If y'all move on from Derek Carr's $51.4 million cap hit.
Tell him, coach. How much you already over the cap, coach?
90.
You got to be compliant.
Like 90 million.
You got to be compliant, okay? You can't make your situation worse.
I just don't know how a team that could be that bad with all that money still in it. Like, where's it going?
Mardi Gras. And the Super Bowl that you wasn't in. That's where it's going.
All
He
right.
should have been fired the minute he signed to the fucking Philly, to the Eagles.
The 49ers are seeking to trade Debo Samuel.
We talked about this.
And so if this happens, the new team is going to get a 1-year deal, $17.5 million non-guaranteed. That's a new contract. The 49ers will inherit $31 million in dead money. So I don't see why they're looking to move on from Debo when this happens. $31 million in dead money. It's a big hit. And you lose a player.
Well, for like 6 games a season, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, man. He goes there, the team that needs his services. I mean, yeah, it's a team that can use the services. Will the team want to deal with everything that comes with Debo Samuel? And that's a little bit of the problem here. Injuries and just, him being, I guess, a receiver / running back / utility man. He comes with a very crazy lucky. He's not Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is quiet and utilizes his money. Debo's loud. Debo's real loud. So, what teams will want to take that? I mean, there's teams like the Giants that could possibly take that move. The Malcolm Malik neighbors, but he's going to be willing to know that you definitely ain't the first guy here. Malik is. You got the New England Patriots that probably could shake their receiver room up a little bit and take them. We ain't coming that crazy though. And then you got the Denver Broncos, Pittsburgh, who probably hasn't addressed their wide receiver issue yet, as they was trying to do last year. The Chargers, who we know are looking for someone. They're just looking for somebody to improve their depth. They got one, maybe two. He can be in there and be a tweener. Another team.
4 ghost years to his contract. That's why it's such a big hit.
Say that again.
They added 4 ghost years to Debo's contract. That's why it's such a big hit.
Yeah.
So I think a team with probably some good cap money will probably take it.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's a 1 year, $17.5 million deal, and it's not guaranteed. So I want to say the cap number is just going to be like $15 million for the one season. So that's palatable for another team. But if you're trading for a guy, you're probably going to want a long-term deal. So you're probably just going to end up redoing the deal anyway if you trade for him.
Commanders could be a team too.
Yep.
And if he can stay healthy, that offense, if the improvement, they most likely should have proven year 2 with Jaden Daniels. That'll be a crazy ass offense.
He's gonna be a Raven.
Woo!
I can see that. Let me ask y'all this.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, San Fran, they've got Charvarius Ward, Dre Greenlaw, LaVondre Campbell, right off the top of all free agents.
Okay.
They got some decisions they got to make.
Greenlaw's not going to command a big deal. He's coming off that
true.
Achilles or whatever. So yeah, his money's going to be. He's going to be taking a short deal anyway. No matter what.
Show me 1 or 2 years, maybe.
Right.
Probably a 1 year deal. Yeah. Maybe they signed Ward. He's a pretty good player, but I don't know if they don't think that he's good because of their system and not just because he's good.
You say Ward?
Yeah, Ward might be a bigger deal for their defense.
And they got to make a decision on their quarterback this offseason.
That's what I was trying to get over here to look and see about the quarterback, because that's going to be the big issue. What they do with this quarterback, how much he does, how much he commands, and do they decide to pay him or not?
They're gonna pay him, man. They're gonna pay him. They cannot pay him now.
Mm-hmm.
They'll pay him. They need a quarterback. He's a pretty good quarterback.
Okay.
What was the rookie wide receiver they got in there this year from Florida, Will?
Ricky Pearsall,
yeah.
When he came on and flashed, that made him expendable. When he extended Ayuk, that made him expendable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it when he bought him. Like, one of these guys going to go now because he's Ricky here. And then Juwan Jennings had a breakout year too, by the way.
That's true.
He was
too.
kind of the number one receiver all year.
That's
that's true.
another good point. That's the one that's going to be due, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's due. So,
Um,
San Francisco not going to pay him. Who's going to give him money? And how much does he?
Juwan Johnson?
Juwan Jennings.
Oh, Georgia. I think they pay him.
Trent Williams is locked in for the next 2 years.
I think they let him walk.
Who you think?
Who's that?
Juwan Jennings.
I would walk.
Yeah, it's a lot of wide receivers in this draft.
Yeah, somebody might think that, you know what I'm saying, that you can hold some type of keys in the offense. Maybe not as the one, but definitely a good counterpiece. That would be crazy.
They do have a lot of cap space.
$48 million, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna pay him, I think.
Yeah, 48.2.
Yep.
I think they'll pay him.
Probably gonna do like Philly did Hurts. They're gonna backload it.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a free agent this year? Juwan Jennings?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Come on down to New England, buddy.
So we cannot use you.
Still got a problem.
All right. So that's one bit of news there. Anybody else got any more potential trades or trade rumors? We talked about Cooper Kupp last week.
I seen Cooper Kupp and somebody's posting with a Ravens jersey on. Cooper Kupp?
Wow.
Raven?
All right.
And that was fascinating. That's to happen. That'd be dope. But I seen that. It was kind of like, actually too, Cowboys land. There was little bloopers and beamers that the Cowboys, and I hope not, would think about trading Micah Parsons.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen that in the airways, Coach, but I've seen it.
I think y'all should trade him.
That's fire.
All right, let's get to the segment then, because what's up with your teams?
You have to do that, bro. Think about it. He's worth more to you in the trade than he is just a player. Because you need to restock that team a little bit. And that's going to be 2-3 players in a draft that you're going to be able to pick up. I know he's a great player, but I don't know that it's an amounting to you having a great defense. You have a solid defense at times, but they kind of just run at him now, and until he can fix that problem, I don't know that he's ever going to be the dominant force that he started off to be. Now he could just easily hit the ground running next year and be the best fucking edge rusher in the league. He has that type of talent, but I just think because he's so explosive still, you can get a lot of pieces for him, and your team needs a little bit of work.
Oh, Lord. And then there's a lot. What's up with our team that's really quiet right now? Mm-hmm. 2, the Cowboys are intended to make Ken Dorsey
passing game coordinator.
Passing game coordinator, not the OC. That's great. I was reading that and I said, please not. Okay, cool.
You're just making up positions for bro? Okay.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Third, what's up with the team and the Cowboys is we know we don't like when Jerry speaks on things and all that stuff. But I'm with a group with a couple friends, and one of my friends sent me a quote from Jerry Jones in regards to not being in the Super Bowl, which he probably does every year. But in this case, I took it a little bit more serious. We know he signed Dak Prescott to all that money, but he's basically like, I wouldn't have signed you, Dak, to all this money if you wasn't going to get the job done for us. So maybe after last year's debacle, if people feel like it was a hard fall, maybe. Not saying he will. Maybe Jerry will start seeing the light. I don't know, but stay tuned for future shows to see if he does, which he probably would never because we've been dealing with him for so long. But that was pretty interesting that I seen that as well.
Okay. Coach, you got anything else on the Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm liking the more that I sit back and look at this coaching hire, the more I'm coming to terms with it. Only because of
good old fanness right here. Fandom.
Only because it seems a lot more organic than it's been in the past. As I stated last week, it's the first time he's letting his head coach pick his entire staff since Jimmy Johnson was there. And I like how they've got a bunch of young coaches there, and they got a lot of coaches that they're bringing up from the college ranks instead of these old retreads that we keep bringing in here in the past couple of years, and it's not working out. It looks like there's a rhyme and reason to it. Everything that they're doing. I am ecstatic about probably my most favorite hire is them bringing in Clayton Adams, the offensive line coach from the Arizona Cardinals. He's going to be running offensive line, and he's listed as the offense coordinator, but we know Shot is going to be calling the plays. He brought in Derek Foster. He just helped Kamara have his most successful season he's had as a Saint from a rushing perspective. I like the idea of them bringing in Junior Adams as wide receiver coach. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Eberflus is known he sucks as a head coach, but he's known to be a pretty solid guy as a defense coordinator. So I'm liking the staffing hires that they're bringing in. The only people that they retain, I'm a little nervous about it, is the strength and conditioning team. They retain all of them. But no, we see how it goes. And I still think Diggs is going to be a June 1st cut to save some cap money there.
We go.
Cowboy City.
Yeah, well, you talk yourself into everything when you're paying. That's what happens. That's what happens. All right. Will, what you got on the Patriots, man?
What about us?
What's going on?
Nothing.
You know, the rumors, the latest.
No rumors.
We got it. Patriots.
I heard we might want to throw our hat in the Debo thing, but I hope not.
Okay.
I've heard someone said that we might like Cup, but I also don't like that. Yeah, a lot of it's just a bunch of speculation about basically if there's a guy who's a free agent at a position we need, we're like, yeah, we might be in on that. Like, whatever. Just it's always a joke until they actually go out and get somebody. So I think we're looking for receivers. That's definitely something that I've heard from a couple of sources that our team is looking into receivers both via draft and the trade. I'm hoping we kick the tires on Tyreek Hill, but apparently he walked his thing back. But I don't know.
Yeah,
he had Mama told him to walk it back.
He had a little moment back with Miami when we met with the staff, and yeah, maybe they can fix it a little bit.
I heard he called his mama, and she was just like, "You gotta cut that out."
Yeah.
Mama's broke, huh?
Yeah, that don't mean he's staying though. She want another house. He'd be like, "Yo, I'm out."
The Patriots get rid of Shawuna Okafor, the offensive tackle. He arrived in hospital last year, signed a 1-year deal. They are releasing him. I seen that.
He sucks.
Okay.
No good. But I do hope we draft Abdul Carter, I'll tell you that. After what I saw last night. Let's get that D-line going.
Okay. This a rumor? Parsons for Garrett? Well, where'd you see this one at, Coach?
I'm just throwing it out there.
Hell no.
Because they might get tired of the podcast. You got a guy. He is what a two-time defensive player of the year winner. Still in his prime.
Okay.
Would you rather pay him or pay
Cleveland?
Huh?
Absolutely makes sense for Cleveland. Like they get something great back in return for him. So I'd do that for sure if I was Cleveland.
That's tough.
Would Garrett take that deal?
Apparently,
He be coming back home.
I'm assuming he's the one that's going to dictate where he goes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because nobody's going to trade for him. It's going to be a problem. Or he's not going to sign an extension.
Right.
Apparently, the Patriots are linked to 4 different corners: DJ Reed, Javarius Ward, Asante Samuel Jr., and Carlton Davis.
I like that.
Yeah, but that also
upgrade.
I'll tell you that it also says for sure we're not taking Travis, because if you're gonna go draft the corner, then you only really need to grab a free agent one for the other side, since you already have Gonzalez out there, rookie phenom, well, second, third year phenom now.
Who do you think y'all take? I don't think Travis is gonna be there.
It's either Abdul Carter or Campbell or Banks, the 2 tackles.
I think Carter will be there for you. I think Travis Hunter goes first.
I've been hearing people say the Titans might take him 1.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You heard that about the Titans? You heard what's been going on this weekend in terms of the Titans. The Titans said they look at move potentially the number 1 pick. They let teams know that they would move the number 1 pick.
They fishing.
Maybe, but I think
news going around this weekend. Yeah.
What do they really need? Like, what does one guy like that need? They stand to gain more by getting multiple different picks.
And no matter where they pick is going to help them, because they need help everywhere.
I've also heard, what was it about the Patriots? I'll get back on that one. I had another rumor. Where the hell? I had it somewhere written.
Would y'all take Will Campbell?
Yeah. Yeah, Will Campbell's a beast. I prefer Banks, I think, but I don't really know which one's better. So
don't take Will Campbell. Don't do that. Y'all not.
Why? Isn't he a tackle? Shut up. You
have to cheer for your team.
We need a guy like him. That's why we'll start throwing more, maybe. Like if we had somebody blocking his backside.
All right, let's talk Saints.
Team in the middle.
Gross.
Listen, this ain't a done deal, y'all.
It's a done deal.
Hearing this, nah.
Done deal.
No.
Deal.
I ain't see no press conference. I ain't see nobody. I ain't see no contract.
He's celebrating right now.
All right.
You got nothing to celebrate with his squad right now.
Yeah. Forget all that. I'm talking about. I'm not celebrating no coach getting hired. All right, when he ain't officially hired. So, but the rumors say this is gonna be the guy for the Saints, and he's already filling out a staff. They're saying Dan Orlovsky from ESPN should be joining him as well in some kind of coaching capacity. Listen,
hey, Dan's good. Be nice.
I am not down with hiring guys off of ESPN or NFL Network just because they sound smart and they break down stuff good on the TV show.
Nah, he breaks down film. He can break down film. If he can break down film,
well, he's in a contract. He's in a contract year. So basically, he's observing what he can do post ESPN. Because he knows ESPN's probably not going to sign him until he's down. So, yeah, he could be in New Orleans potentially.
If that is true, Coach, I'm glad it didn't work out. Because I did not want Dennis Allen Part 2, a.k.a. Cliff Kingsbury.
As well, and speaking of Orlovsky, because we can speak him, just football related, Fox Sports is actually trying to find his services. So if he doesn't go into coaching, could be with the rival, which is Fox Sports.
Yeah, Hurts said he was going to Disney World. I saw him on the parade today, Disney World. He did his thing. He got his MVP treatment.
Yeah, he said he's going to Disneyland. He had a commercial. It was fire. My man said, I'm going to Disneyland. But you want to hear the backstory to this Kellen Moore Saints coaching hire, potentially, Dale? Because you said it's not official because he's still going over with his team.
Right.
He wasn't even the first option. And we know that. Do you know who the first option was?
Sure. Go ahead and tell me your rumor.
So rumor is that Cliff Kingsbury was given the option to have this job, but he declined the Saints head coaching position.
I appreciate that, Cliff. Thank you. If that's true. Because I damn sure didn't want no Cliff. I don't know how you got to NFL to begin with after he got fired from Texas Tech. Somebody had the bright idea to hire his behind in the NFL. But hey.
So part of the rumors for Kellen Moore's staff that he's putting together is Rams assistant Brandon Staley, Eagles assistant Kristen Parker, so he's see Staley, he was what, the head coach of the Chargers?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
paying him back, huh?
Yeah, before Jim Harbaugh took his place. Yep. That's right.
I hear the Patriots are shopping Joe Milton.
Oh, there we go. Maybe we can get him.
George Edwards, part of his rumored staff. He spent time here in the Big D with him.
What you laughing at?
You.
I'm just snickering.
Wow. And the possible rumor for the offense coordinator under Kellen Moore.
Dan Orlovsky.
No, this guy won't go away. John Gruden.
Oh boy.
Oh,
they really can't kill the Chucky doll in the movie, so it kind of checks out.
I ain't worried about that at all. That man ain't taking no offensive coordinator gig, man. So,
wow.
All right. Anybody else got anything else NFL related?
The Raiders.
Okay.
Maybe interesting. We spoke on Aaron Rodgers' potential destinations. Raiders. Sam Darnold may become a hot commodity. And I seen the second string of information in regards to Matthew Stafford and the Giants. So, like I said, man, rumors are going to be rumors. Free agency is about a month away. We're going to enjoy the little dips and dabbles. And anybody that has any, bold predictions, anything, feel free to comment. Not only for a chance at a king cake, but, to keep us motivated too, man. We do this for you guys. And we would love any and everyone's story, news on teams that maybe we don't cover. We know there's guys and ladies from different cities. Let us know the rumors on your teams as well. Max
Crosby. I didn't know his contract was up.
I don't think it is. And he wants to be a Raider, but they're probably going to trade him.
He's demanded a trade or something? Or?
No, they're just rebuilding.
Okay. Max Crosby will end up in Las Vegas. There we go. All right. Anything else, NFL? Anybody?
All
right.
Oh, yeah. We have one. Yeah. We got to shout out a Super Bowl champion. I'm trying to think of the first name. Kennison's his last name. He's the current Eagle. Won the championship last night with the Eagles. He was also a Kansas City Chiefs for their last two championships, so he's a three-peat champion already. Hold on, I'm gonna get the name though. Shout out to my man first off, James Closer, because he posted this. Darian Kennard. He is a a 5th-round pick in 2022. I'm out of Kentucky. His career history from Kansas City from 2022 to 2023, and then the Eagles from 2024 to now. He is a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and he's also an All-American. He was an All-American in 2002. So shout out to that man.
Guy
Don't
just a
get any
winner.
better than that.
Patrick
Just make money
McClaw.
now.
Patrick McClaw type deal with
Yeah,
the Warriors.
he's McClaw,
Patrick
yeah,
McClaw won
McClaw.
like 3 straight with the Warriors, and they ain't do nothing. He ain't have to do shit. So
Mark Madsen ass motherfucker.
oh man, so yeah, man, floating on NFL news. I think that's all I have on the NFL.
All right. So now we're bouncing over to college football, where, like I predicted years ago, the college football commissioner is about to take place. The NCAA is about to be done for with college football. They're going to have nothing to do with college football anymore. So, significant shift in power. The conferences have gotten together and they decided they're going to take control of policing athlete compensation rather than let the NCAA do it. So this is going to be a new entity governed by an executive director who's going to oversee and enforce the rules related to athlete compensation, including the cap management, NIL, and it's going to include investigative infractions unit. So this comes as part of a settlement in the NCAA antitrust case, which allows schools to share revenue with athletes, and the power conferences will have more autonomy, and the NCAA will focus on eligibility and academics only. So,
What could go wrong?
I mean, what you
He
mean?
makes running in style.
You're about to have a college football commissioner. That's about that. One guy that's going to be in charge of everything. Like, hey, guy, this crap is wrong. Fix it.
Get the crayons.
In this situation, though, I know that the if it goes down like that, you know, there's a lot of strong conferences and a lot of strong teams that we see, you know, shaking on the money trees, as we say. Are the real winners of this the subdivision teams, maybe Division 2 teams, Division 3 teams? And I only say that because they're gonna need somebody to put on that TV screen. So maybe these guys who really don't get the exposure, you know, by much people, maybe they're the winners of this. Figuring that we knew this would probably happen at some point.
Well, why do you think the lower division teams benefit?
Because they don't have the power that these primetime schools have. So if the NCAA have to go without possibly, you know, and they don't have no control over that, they're gonna have control over somebody. And I think that can win for the lower divisions. It's exposure wise, that's all. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Side of the box.
Coach, got any thoughts on this?
I don't think it's gonna work.
Why not?
How's the revenue sharing going to be allocated? You just have the SEC. I think
every school's revenue sharing is different. So that's
right.
That's
the exact reason why.
Yeah.
But that's the exact reason why it works in the NFL, because all the owners understand and are rowing in the same direction. Whereas in college, everybody's going to have their own agenda. They're going to have their own alumni that they're going to have to answer to. You know how crazy that can get. And then what did the SEC just rake in this year? Like $808 million or something like that?
We're not sharing that with you bum ass conferences.
So how's that going to work?
No, I mean, this is just a singular, I guess, person to enforce the rules already on the book. So, and he's going to have an investigative wing to be able to I guess, levy sanctions against universities that don't follow the rules. And that's really
Okay,
all
so
this is.
is there going to be a reporting process that's in there? Who's going to be telling on each other? Is it going to be legitimate or something just to tie somebody up with investigations?
Well, it shouldn't be like a whole 3-year investigative kind of thing the NCAA was doing. That's the whole reason why you're taking this on yourself, right? Because the NCAA is not doing a good job. So you're not going to bring somebody else in and you do the exact same bad job the NCAA is doing. That wouldn't make no sense.
It's going to come down to money. And again, like you open up when you're asking me these conferences, there's differences in these conferences. There's differences in talent. Yeah, the NIL is having to level the field, but at the end of the day, fans, I don't think you're ever going to see the Big 12 surpass the SEC or the Big 10.
Okay. I mean, I think what everybody's I think what everybody's missing is they're like every school's gonna have a different budget that they revenue share with their players. So LSU may be 20% for the players, Texas maybe 25%. And in another conference, it may be
Why is there a
totally
difference?
Yeah.
Why is there a difference?
Because every school allocates that money. This is the school revenue. This is revenue sharing.
Right.
It's not revenue from the SEC. This is revenue from the school that you're sharing with them.
So all he's just going to be is just going to be the academic police?
No.
If he's commissioner, he's going to want to oversee. If he's a commissioner, he's going to want to oversee everything that encompasses that position.
Yeah, and like I said, it's the revenue sharing. It's NIL. It's the cap management. It's those things. So I'm guessing everything that's on the books, as long as they can go back and I don't know, account for all the money and how everything was spent, then it should be fine.
But they're gonna have to do investigations. They shouldn't speed it up because you still got to do due diligence. Like it's not
maybe the investigative wing of this position, maybe that'll lead to players not getting poached from different teams. Like your backup quarterback all of a sudden jumps into the portal today, tomorrow he's at Alabama. Like
because people are just gonna counter sue or like appeal everything. It's just never gonna. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea to have a singular person in charge of everything.
That's a dictator. That never works.
Yeah.
It's working very well in the NFL.
Because of revenue sharing.
Right. Equal.
They're all getting a cut. They're all getting a cut of the entire pie.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is not what this is designed to be.
Which is why we're saying it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, my question.
I got you. All right.
Money trees, shake them money trees.
Shake them trees.
Our next college football story. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Greg Brooks Jr., the former LSU safety, was on Good Morning America with his dad, Greg Brooks Sr., and they talked about Greg Brooks' battle with brain cancer and what they feel is negligence by LSU football and Brian Kelly. So the story with Greg Brooks, he played, I want to say it was 2 games in a season in which he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. He complained about headaches, was treated, that kind of thing, and then played more and was sent to get an MRI. And his MRI revealed the brain tumor. He went for brain surgery to remove the tumor, all the stuff. Something went wrong, they believe, during the surgery. And so now it's left him to be totally reliant upon Other people. His speech isn't all the way correct and everything like that. He's basically not going to be the same again. And so they're suing LSU, Our Lady of the Lake, which is the hospital which he got the surgery, and they also suing Brian Kelly.
Oh shit.
So one of the things that was said in the interview on Good Morning America was Brian Kelly diagnosed with vertigo at LSU. Yeah, that's what it was. They said with Brian Kelly, he didn't show support for his player because he wasn't there. That's what he said. And then Brian Kelly got on. This was National Signing Day, I guess the previous Wednesday,
and he had a new accent.
Nobody actually signs on anymore because they all sign in December. But he had this response on National Signing Day.
It is factually incorrect to state that I was not there by Greg's side.
So to me, this should be something easy to prove, call records, all this kind of stuff, visitation records from the hospital, easily proven. So
it sounds like the argument is emotional support, which he does not owe anyone. Football coach.
No. Coach, you agree with that? I disagree with that.
Why do you disagree with it?
I mean, listen, when you're signing young men and you're signing them like to be like extensions of your kids. You're treating them like your kids.
That's how
that stops. That's
how it was before they were paid like adults.
Even before then.
This is
once they get
like
on
2 years ago. This is like 2 years ago.
So I'm gonna say it's like even before that. They're gonna tell those parents what they want to hear to get them on campus. Once that young man walks on that campus, if that young man is let me try to say this correctly. He is a commodity at that point in time. It's a numbers game. Yeah. And they tell you everything you want, but at the end of the day, from a support standpoint, they're going to tell you now they have a lot of stuff available for them, but it's not going to be the head coach or the coaching staff that does that. They have other people who are paid full time to take care of things like that.
Yeah,
if he had an emotional support type of situation going on, you have access to, especially a Power 5 school like that, you have access to those services on campus. It's part of your tuition.
We're not talking about emotional support, mental support, anything. We're talking about actual help. And with him being diagnosed with vertigo, and then being diagnosed with a brain tumor, and if my coach isn't there for my kid or whatever, like I'm gonna have a big problem with that because I sent them to the university knowing that you were going to take care of my kid. And we're talking about the help. At this point.
That still sounds like emotional support to me.
The question I got is then, what do you mean by there?
There?
What does he mean by he wasn't
not being there?
Present?
Like in the operating room? What are we talking about?
Oh no, not in the operating room.
Okay, then. So what exactly are we talking about? Is what I'm saying.
Okay, how about in his hospital room after operation? The week after the operation, a month after the operation.
I just kind of seems like that's where family should be.
Well, absolutely, a family should be there too.
Pretty sure he's got 60 other kids that he has to also worry about.
Mm-hmm.
That he's responsible for as well.
But he's the only one that's in the hospital for a brain tumor.
Understood. Would I like it better if he was there? Yeah, of course. I'm not a fucking devil. But
is he obligated to be there?
I don't know that he is. I know that I would want him to be there.
Right.
If it was my
absolutely.
Time. I know that I would want him. But I don't know that I expect it. That's why we always
Will
make
Knot's point of view is kind of insensitive, but it's realistic.
it's just how businesses and people work. Why do you think they make a big deal about when coaches do stuff like that? When they go sit with the player, when they go
because it's so rare.
Because it's rare. It's not the norm. That's not what everybody does. It's what we want them to do. Yeah, we want everybody to help old ladies across the street.
Yeah,
people just hit the puddle.
I think his pops. I think what the pops is kind of saying is basically like post shit. Like, we know that you deal with 100 players. We know that you deal with 100 other players. But how many players do you deal with that's dealing with brain tumor, for instance? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think the coach is kind of just like, maybe you can give them a call and encourage them sometimes. Hey, how the family doing? How you doing? Figuring that they gave you your time and services when, like Coach said, you recruited him. Or before he hit the campus, you were the ones recruiting him. You were the ones trying to go get him. So I understand that part. Overall, Coach Kelly can't be there every day for you. But I can feel what the father's saying, like, damn, even if it was a call every 3 months, see how you doing. It's 2025 now. Less than 2 years ago it happened. Yeah, I would feel a certain way too.
Here's the other thing that I be thinking. If they started to realize, oh shit, they might have messed this up, he can't go in there. Like, that's conflict of interest at that point, because at some point there's going to be a lawsuit.
Well, yeah, once the lawsuit hit, yeah, of course you can't be around there then. I mean, that is what it is. But
right, but when the surgery happens, by then they already know about the misdiagnosis of vertigo. If he represents
got legs at that point,
that's going to be an issue.
Yep.
That's conflict of interest. That's going to be an issue. Like, if the school that I'm coaching is the reason that you're in a shit sandwich right now because we didn't hold it down, like, I work for the school. There's something's coming down the road on this one for sure.
No, Bobby, we understand what you're saying. I think the father, from being a parent, is being an overall parent, like, my son got hurt in the establishment kind of a thing. I mean, we're not saying that it's Brian Kelly or anybody's fault that he's in the situation he's in, but I understand where the parents coming from, especially at a primetime university. You know what I'm saying? And this kid can't play football no more. And this kid, when he was on his way in his journey to being a pro football player, he was at LSU. So I get all that. You know what I'm saying? The confidence and interest thing, yeah, cool. But even coaches in that situation beforehand go and, have their apology days and see how you're doing. We've seen multiple cases where players have been, messed up. And coaches kind of go to the family still and still see how they're doing and all that, despite what's going on. So, yeah, it's a double-edged street, but at the end of the day, he got millions of other things to worry about. But if that type of shit happened, a brain tumor or anything like that, yeah, man, you can get the motherfucking family a call.
I'm glad Brian Kelly's offense is I was there. So, I mean, that's what I want to hear, because that's why I expect the coach to be in a situation like that. So,
also, we have to also consider the very real possibility that it's just a money grab, and if you try to make, if the goal is to make Kelly look liable so that then you can get money.
Yes,
that's always a possibility. I don't want to believe that.
Part of it too.
I don't want to believe that, but
then I know why Dale feels probably a little heavy on this. This can kind of make a little put a little chalk on the ground, and Brian Kelly's departure, though he's worth a lot of money and you can't drop him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the father feels what the fans are saying, and maybe he wants to stick it to Brian Kelly a little more in that department, but may not work that way.
Yeah.
Well, that would make him a piece of shit for using his son in that way, but yes.
No, at the end of the day, I do hope that LSU does the right thing and take care of Greg Brooks the rest of his life. Because I mean, look, this kind of thing happened while he was on your watch. It's just the right thing.
Nature happened. He had a brain tumor. There's nothing anyone did here.
Yeah, Brian Kelly can't do that.
That's not my point.
He can't just make one appear.
I'm just saying, they got the
I mean,
means.
when you
to
say
do it.
words like on your watch, that's heavy, bro. Like on your watch. What do you mean on his watch? Somebody. That's like if Hamlin died on the field. It was like, ooh, Coach whatever your name is. That's on your watch. Like, no, he fucking played football. He got hit in the chest. Not on anybody's watch. He didn't allow him to get cancer by being negligent.
No, that ain't what I'm saying at all. Like, God, what are we saying here? I'm just saying, one of your student athletes was pretty much, they're not going to be the same again to be able to take care of their own selves. Like, this guy's really going to have to live with his parents the rest of his life, the way it looks. That's all I'm saying. I'm just hoping LSU can do the right thing and take care of him. That's all I'm saying.
It'd be nice. I hope so,
yeah. So that was the final topic I got for today. Jake, since you just joined, what's going on?
No. What's going on? Shit.
Yeah.
Finally off work. I'm excited. So I was like, I'm going to hop on. Hopefully that's not over yet. Thankfully it wasn't.
There you go.
I like when
right on time for the end.
At least pay for his college. That's what's up. Pay for his college. Yeah. I like that.
I appreciate you asking, Dale. Thank you.
All right, cool, man.
Do the money, Karen Jake. Shut up. No,
let's do some shout outs here. Duke, got any shout outs?
The plug. Shout out to Meadow Watt IRS, man. As I said in the beginning of the show, if you want $1 more than you're supposed to get this tax season, come over here. We'll make it worth your while, man. Meadow Watt IRS, baby. Shout out
you
to
doing taxes?
Yeah, I'm doing taxes.
This guy's a jack of all
All
trades.
right, Elon.
Sir.
That's one of the guys who hasn't done his taxes in fucking years, I'm guessing.
All right. Well, any shout outs?
Shout out to you, fellas. Great show, Dale. And to great show, fellas. And
all right.
Shout out to the homies.
Yep.
Shout out to the homies.
Coach. Roll call.
Shout out to my peoples as always. Unfortunately, man. Shout out to Nico. Man, let it die.
Oh, shout out to Nico. Yeah, shout out to Nico, dog.
Shout out to Bobby, P. Dollar, Ashton, and Anthony.
Hey, Ashlyn, you get to get your king cake now because you're invited to the cookout. I told SCWF Network not to ship your king cake out until the Chiefs lost. So the Chiefs lost now. You're invited to the cookout. Grapes. We left you a couple dog bones. Your Chiefs. So yeah, your king cake will be shipped out. This week.
You gotta send.
I forgot you did say that.
I blocked it. I blocked the shipment.
Send that with a condolences card, man. This time you gotta make sure.
No one man should have all that power. Shout out to my man Kanye. You heard?
All right. Well, how we ending this thing, y'all?
We're gonna end this in the way that we probably don't want to end it. Since they're the champions this year.
Philly sucks.
Philly flock.
Oh boy, that's rough. That's Russell Wilson rough. Oof.
Fly, Eagles fly.
First push.
E-L-E-S.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles. E-G-L-G-Q-B-R-S.
T-U-E.
Eagles.
Before we leave though tonight, YouTube, there's like a black man on the internet that says Saquon Barkley, and he says it in the funniest way ever. Y'all probably seen it already, but please watch it tonight before you go to sleep. It's fucking hilarious.
You heard?
Saquon Barkley, I think he says. But yeah, you heard us. Like, share, subscribe, man. Chop up tomorrow, man. We chopping up your favorite topics. Don't come over here crying. Be positive until we get negative. So ride out here, man. Jake, appreciate you coming on, man. Late night. Will, appreciate you coming early today. Coach, appreciate you letting me bring some topics in.
Will was early?
Appreciate me bringing the topics in tonight, man. Usually on Mondays y'all do the due diligence, y'all the QBs, but I had to be the backup, Kenny Pickett today. You know what I'm saying, and make sure when the zero hit the clock, we were the champions still.
It worked. It works.
So yeah,
I appreciate the help. It makes
Yes,
my
sir.
job a little bit easier. So,
got you.
all right. But we're gonna push into the end zone here.
Oh,
and,
brotherly
get this thing
shove.
done. Oh, okay. Brotherly shove. Brotherly shove. All right, ready, set, hut.
Brotherly shove.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.